couple met a man with a watch looking like he broke the bank, but he promised me he's not. He said he got started from his wife and a pop's watch, face so fat the band had stretch marks. It shines so bright that you can see it from Mars. Man, he blinded me, reflecting headlights from the cars. He's got to be a rapper, baller, or a movie star, but nah, he's too humble to be all of the above. So he said, my name is Trap, oh, cause you bees in the trap. Nah, it ain't even like that, and he tilted his bull's cap. Introduced me to his wife, and she had one too. Wrist game so cold that she could build igloos out of nothing. They legit, they even bless their kids. Man, when they all stand in a row, they look like 4 Giotto rims. Tight like Tim's on a New York summer day. I just gotta be down, but he had to set me straight like.
Yo, what's happening, family, man? Welcome to the lifestyle. It's your boy, your host, your favorite nephew, Trap Vision 3D. And we back for another one, man. So we got my man Cliff in the building. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, boy? What's happening with you? And I know we got somebody waiting in the wings, man. So this is what we gonna do. What's gonna do? I got one more person that's gonna coming up. That's coming up actually. But before we get started, I want to make some announcements real quick. So we got the New York trip. That is official now. It is April 23rd. All right, and I believe it's going to start around 12. And if you've never been to an Invicta event, it goes something like this. They start at 12, they go for like 6 or 7 hours, and then we normally have like an after party where everybody meet up at a restaurant and hang out and eat and stuff like that. So the official time, they'll get back with me on the official time, but just be ready to be there around 1 o'clock. And this is Times Square. So if you're in the New York area or somewhere in that borough, you know what I'm saying, Jersey, something like that, come out there, holler at your boy. We are having a battle. Now, the details as far as how the battle is going to go, you have to stay tuned because I'm going to tell you like this. I say this. I'm thinking about having a watch series versus another series. So it may be both Magnums versus Sabakwa series. You know what I'm saying? And whatever collector want to get in there. Now, I do have some New York folks that have been in battles before that are champions. We may even go that direction to where we have the champion there and then we'll have somebody come up and challenge him. You know what I'm saying? Knock him off his square or her, just depending who's coming. So all those details will come up. Now, let me see who we got in the building, man. So my man Cliff was in here. He was waiting. Let's see. I see Wifey in here. Wally Hustle. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Wally Hustle. Tommy, big time gang hashtag, man. Y'all make sure that y'all checking that out and dropping that hashtag big time gang. And dude, like I seen right now, the hashtag has over 1,000 posts on it. You know, so let's make that like a household name. And let's see. Unbox, what's going on, boy? Salute, man. Salute. Hope you and Legend and the wifey doing good. House X is in the building. What's happening? Everybody speaking to each other. Everybody and they doing their thing. And I did not on normally on Instagram I post like some type of watch or something like that. I was waiting for just doing this, you know what I'm saying? So I got on another diver, one that you haven't seen me wear before. I got this. This is, I call it the COVID diver. I actually got this during when COVID first kicked off. I bought this in May of 2020. And it's pretty cool watch. We'll talk about it, you know what I'm saying, some other time. So, you know what I'm saying? Hold up. I think we may be ready. But you know what I'm saying? Hold on, let's see. Oh, the heck? My phone just scared the mess out of me. All right, so let's see here. So I got my guests. They are ready to come up. And you know what? I'm gonna run a we're gonna pull this back. I don't know if you guys remember when I was doing the perspective videos and stuff like that. You know, we gonna do stuff because I'm gonna announce what we gonna do here in a second, man. So let's check this out real quick. we got here? We got my man Ice Cold Kyle. And we got the infamous king of all magnums, magnum of magnumness, madness in Magnum month in March. What's
up,
going on,
fellas?
baby?
What's going on?
Man, chilling. I'm glad y'all came on with me, man. If y'all don't know, we're about to do you can't hear?
No, it was me.
Couldn't hear
Okay.
what?
If you don't know, we're about to do a flame review between the three of us, man, because we all have the same watch, but like different variations of the same watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
wrong watch. Sorry, wrong watch.
Hey, so before we get started, that video I showed wasn't just a segue to bring my brothers up. We are going to go back into perspectives because I had a conversation off topic. I mean, off camera about Rolex. I had a serious conversation about Rolex right now, and I made a joke about Rolex and gas prices. I blame Rolex for gas prices being so high. It was a joke. I was being funny. I thought it was funny. Some people didn't take lightly to it. I don't care. I told him, if you want to come for me in the comment section, that's fine. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. But we want to get back into the perspective. And of course, I'm going to have my man, these two guys, I'm going to ask them to come back and we're going to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Because each one of you guys have a different perspective of watch collecting. And we're going to see that today. So without further ado, hold on, let me make sure I get into the comments real quick. Let's see did we get any new folks in here today. So we got all the watch folks. We got KCS in the building. We got Cliff trying to make it bigger than life, brother. Big time gang. That's right, man. Larger than life. You know what I mean? Like, and you know what? We are a sub, what I would say, we're a community of watch collectors, but like we're within a watch collector community, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you got your Jeep people, you got Corvette, you got Chevy clubs and stuff like that. So there's a bunch of different little cliques in here and there, whatever the case is.
Anything to drink? Like beer
So yeah, man, like I think having those hashtags on like hashtag big time gang and you know what I'm saying, Prestige Syndicate and stuff like that. And even Trap Vision 3D, just making it bigger than what it is, best you can. I greatly appreciate it, man. I appreciate everybody even coming in. I don't care. I'm gonna tell you this.
Everyone.
I don't care if it's two of y'all in here. If it's two of y'all rocking with me, we gonna do this thing.
The show must go on.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
Yes, sir. So, fellas, this is the first time we ever did a flame review.
Live.
You know what I'm saying? First time like live. First
That's
time
cool.
live flame review. Boy, you crazy.
I got chewed up a little late because I don't know if you can see it. I got chewed up with the damn
man.
razor.
Oh, man.
I remember the first
I knew
watch
it.
day.
I went down. I knew it, and I said, "That's it. It's cut." You felt it right away.
Hey, man, and he a vet, too. He been cutting his hair longer than we have, bro.
So you got to just let it grow. You don't got to worry about it.
Man. And it was
you
the last. It was the last go down too. It was the last, and I went a little crooked, and that was it.
Well, you know what? You know what they come from, man. You Mr. Easy Street, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to care in the world. This man, hey, this is Mr. $20 bill. I get a brand new watch.
Yeah.
We'll start calling you Mr. One Slot.
Man, let me tell you, man, that was incredible. That was insane. You know,
that was a good show.
I mean, to hit two of them for $20 and to get what I got two tourbillons for $40.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
I mean, think about that.
Nobody else in history can say that unless it was
I'm sorry, not two tourbillons. I'm getting confused with
with DK's watch.
DK's, yeah. But even that, I got for a great deal.
That was a screaming deal. I literally just sold that same watch to Jesus a month ago. I won't say how much I sold it to him for, but it was more than $195.
Right.
You know, so sometimes you got to
sold my tourbillon. It definitely going for more than 200.
Yeah, I mean he got a fair price, but not that fair.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this, and I've told DK this before. I think he's a different type of watch collector. He's an enthusiast at heart, bro. Like he is a watch lover. He's the watch collector. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought I love watches and just the people around. Man, that he's legit, bro. Like
And then he threw in another watch. He threw in another watch. I mean,
hey, Cliff said, Mr. Lucky, I'm giving my money to Vic just for winning. Just might win, bruh. Hey,
and I know you guys have only known me for maybe a couple of years now. Honest to God, when I say I don't win anything, this year was like, it just, I don't know what's happened, because I really generally don't win squat. I mean, I couldn't win a rash on a hot day. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? So I'm fortunate, I guess, lucky. So I'll keep rolling the dice as long as they keep coming out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm with that. All right, gentlemen, we have a watch to talk about, man. So, Kyle, I don't know, you had your watch first, right?
I think so. Maybe briefly, yeah. I got it, and then you got yours, and then Vic got his. And all of us got them as a gift from our wives.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy.
Crazy, like, right?
That's
crazy.
And there's 3 different versions, and we all got separate versions.
Right.
What's up, Embry family? What's going on?
Hey, everybody. Sorry, chat. Well, keep looking this way. But yeah, man, our wives, man, killing it.
Yeah, man. Well, I tell you what. Normally, how I like to look at watches, man, is from a different perspective, a different lens. You know, I can sit here and talk about the specs, and if you guys want to talk about the specs, I won't deny you that. You know what I'm saying? I actually want Kyle. Kyle, I would like you to start off. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about this watch? You know what I'm saying? And what colorway did you get?
I got the black bezel.
You got the black bezel? Okay.
Yeah. So let's start it. I know some people make a big deal out of it. Some people don't, but let's just compare packaging. This is Invicta. This is what my purple label diver came in.
Right.
This little itty bitty box that, I mean, it holds your watch.
Right.
It's all right, but this Aragon box, I mean, for presentation purposes, I mean, the watch came inside, fully wrapped on the pillow. Right. They got a little trap door over here with your booklet in there, all the information. So presentation's on point, in my opinion.
100%.
So Vic, how did you feel when you got yours, when you unboxed it?
Man, when I unboxed it, I got I don't know if you guys can see too well, I got the blue bezel. Of course, you know, Janet, she's in the background, but she listens, you know, she listens to everything, and she hears me talking about, you know, Aragon's going to be, if I start going in another direction, okay, because we all know the Invicta thing, we know what I keep talking about it. If I go in another direction, it was going to be Aragon. And I say, you know, I like to get about 5 because I don't want to start now with, you know, that's a whole hell of other problems. But it's gorgeous, man. I love it. It feels well. It fits great on the wrist. She knocked it out of the park. I mean, she just grabbed this one on her own. She didn't, you know, she liked the dial, I guess, more than anything else.
That was crazy.
The Galaxy dial.
Yeah. And it fits beautiful. It's comfortable. I like the way the Clasp system works, and kind of has an excursion feel to the bracelet a little bit.
Yeah.
But it feels great, looks great. There's no flip, there's no flop. I mean, I love them. A couple weeks later, she gave me the Matador Red, and I believe for my birthday, there's one more in this house somewhere. So that's 3 in a matter of a month because she's awesome.
You're almost at that 5.
I'm hitting 5. I'm hitting 5. I do have a 15 slot though. Maybe I'll flip the 15 slot, but we'll see.
You're almost there. So, and if people don't know, I actually have the silver. I got the silver tone joint. So, I tell you what, it was Kyle. That's what I knew. Like when I saw Kyle post his, I said, "Yo, that dial, man, is crazy. It's mesmerizing."
Dial sick.
I tried to find out what that dial's made out of, if it's glass, if it's crystal, but I couldn't find any information on exactly what it is.
It's Janet said crystal. Okay. So we'll go with that, I guess. But
I mean,
you know what? Because I know there's stones that you know watchmakers use on a regular basis, man. And dude, I actually did not a TikTok, but I put it in my reel on Instagram as me like it got me in there, and then
Yeah.
it comes down and it changes, and it has this watch. So if people was like, "What is that?" That's this watch. I just took a close up picture of it, and yeah, I actually, man, I like this watch, man. It's automatic. And then hold up, man, hold up.
Is there any negative? Because there's a
Any
small,
negative?
yeah, there's a tiny one, but probably where we're gonna go with it, but it's a tiny one.
The only, you know what? If I was to upgrade this, I will upgrade to a middle class. That would be the only thing about this watch.
Yeah, me too.
Seeing that, you know what?
Complaint.
I love the because it's brushed on the side. I like that brush. It's nothing on it. Smooth lines on it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, it is oversized piece. Hold up, I got let me measure this junk.
I just measured it. They listed at 50, and my calipers, I'm getting about 52 from 10 to 4.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. 52. I'm with you.
It's a stout piece. This isn't a lightweight watch.
No, it's not. You feel it.
NH35 movement.
Yeah, you feel it. I mean, compared to this on a bracelet, obviously it's not a bracelet, but it's because this is heavy, like just holding like this. Probably feels about the same holding it, So
I mean, I got this.
It's got weight.
The Shaq X-Wing today.
Oh, you got the X-Wing?
He called in. He spoke to Shaq.
Yeah, I talked to Shaquilius O'Nealius today.
Yeah, because actually he was on.
Right. He was on earlier today, wasn't he?
He was on. They're on now till I think till midnight. So.
All right. Yo, we got OV in the building. What's going on? Welcome in, sister.
But I do love this bracelet.
It's sweet. It is sweet.
Okay, yeah. So if you guys, because I think Wiley Hustle is directing traffic. So of course y'all know who I am, Trap Vision. Next to me is Kyle, Ice Cold, and then we got the Magnum Man himself, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Vic. So and we're actually doing a review, an actual open review on this watch. Is this watch worth your time? So I just measured it. Lug to lug, you're looking at 57 millimeters. So it's a stout watch. Yeah. And I'm going to weigh this bad boy because I got a 7-inch wrist.
And it feels good.
There you go. Check that out.
Yeah, look at that sweet lube.
Yeah, boy.
Good shot, Kyle. It feels good.
And it comes in at 9 ounces, y'all.
And it's got a big crown, but it still doesn't interfere. I mean, you got to go way back with the wrist for it to cause any problems.
So it's a lot of grams here. It's 309 grams for those you want it in grams. It's 309. It is a stout watch. You can tell that it's on your wrist. Trust and believe me. So if you went, this morning I went to go work out. I went exactly 8 miles and I had this on today. Good old Casio. You take this off and put this on, or vice versa, you definitely gonna feel a difference in it. But I'll tell you my biggest thing. Like I really don't have any qualms outside of this. But you know what's funny is the one thing about Aragon that just blows my mind is, I mean, I don't have the hairiest arm in the world, but I do have some watches that catch my hair and I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Aragon do a good job on the bracelet, and I agree with you, Vic. It is sort of reminds you of a excursion bracelet.
Right.
But it's silky though. It's crazy how it's 316 steel. It's almost like it's treated with something because it's so smooth on the wrist. I don't know how to do it.
And I know the price point was right.
Price point was.
You know what?
I don't.
Thank you for saying that. That brings me. What'd you say, bro?
I don't know what the price point was. I got it as a gift.
Well, I looked at the price points, man.
I know what it is, but just trying to be funny.
So and that's the thing too is let's talk about that for a second. I don't know how many people still go in JCPenney's, go in Case Jewelers or any jewelry store and just buy a watch. You know what I'm saying? So I saw a Casio up in Macy's the other day, and it was a G-Shock, clear case. They got this new clear case collection. It was $130. I don't think that's bad for a watch. You know what I'm saying? That's if you want to get into the
No,
G-Shock. But then when you get to your regular analog timepieces like this, or something like, I'm gonna say that's 46 millimeters. I saw watches in there as much as $550, right? You don't know the
crazy.
movement until you ask the question, what is in it? What's powering by? And when I was selling watches, people never asked, never, ever. I've never, no, hold on, let me take that back. Maybe one or two. Let's say 1 out of 50 people will ask. But for the most part, people ask, how much is it and is there a sale? They don't ask what's powered by until you give them that information and be like, hey, this is Swiss made, because I was selling to Seoul and they was like, I'm like, yeah, it's a Swiss made watch. And they ask every time, what does that mean? Is that something I need to know about? And I'm like, well, this is what, it was made in Switzerland. This is, certified over there. And they like, oh, okay, is that why it costs so much? Okay, put me on something that don't cost as much. And I'm putting people on Citizen and I'm telling them like, well, the technology in Citizen is powered by light. So you don't have to worry about the battery. So, and I'm like, that was easy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, honestly, something like this, bro, you don't have to do anything. NH35, you can either wind it up or just put on your wrist, set the time, and give it a shake. And the other thing too, now I will say, I got bad eyes. I will have to put my glasses on to actually see the date. And so the date window, even though the red brings it to it, I mean, it's not terribly bad. I've seen worse. But I think
It's
if it
small.
was a little bit bigger,
Yeah, it's tiny.
yeah,
I've been
if it
thinking
was a
about
little bit
modifying
bigger,
a couple of my divers and pulling the magnification window off. I just haven't dared to venture that far yet.
we're taking that Cyclops off.
Yeah,
You think about doing it?
I was thinking about it, but I was trying to go through some of my beater watches. None of them have a magnification window on there, so I don't want to test it out on something that I may mess up. So
Yeah.
we're gonna wait and see what happens if I can find a cheaper watch that has one on there.
Okay, Tommy dropped his Parma because he got one too.
I think he has the blue one like Vic, if I'm not
He got the
mistaken.
blue one.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Hey, Tommy, if you still in the chat, bro, like 1 out of 10, bro, like what would you give it? 1 out of 10. Let me see, brothers. I paid $500 for my Citizen, and it were no near the quality of my Aragons. I had 2 Citizens. I traded one for a puppy. That puppy Sabakwa 3.
I'm
I
thinking the
like my
Aragons are around
Citizen.
150.
What'd you say, bro?
I think these Aragons are around $150, $160 mark.
And that's the thing, bro. Like what? Okay. I don't know if I'm the only one to ever think about this, but when we're talking about watches at this point, all of us have collected dozens of Invicta pieces, and a lot of us some of us have jumped into Aragon airspace, so to speak. Here's the one thing that just I can't understand, and I've heard Tommy say this. I don't know how Wing is making a profit because he just had those divers. That was what, $100. And I
$99.
have those divers. I have one of those dive masters. Hands down, with a mill class, hands down, one of the best divers I have in my collection. It's solid, man. The thing, I mean, abalone shell, the gloom on it is ridiculous. The clasp is dope. And I like that watch. I have no complaints. NH35, you know what I'm saying? Just throw it on your wrist, set the time, and just keep it moving.
Right.
He said 8 out of 10. So, okay, all right, so Tommy said 8 out of 10. That's still high, bro. That's on a high scale. And that's telling me that Tommy's like, yo, I'll buy this watch again. You know what I'm saying? Like, so let me ask you, bro, would you, if they brought out any other colorways in this Galaxy, would you buy it again?
Who, me or Tommy?
No, any one of you.
Of course, man. Hey, God, I'd love to see him bring this out with a red dial.
Ooh.
Excuse me, the red bezel. Because when I look at this watch in person, and I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but the second hand is outlined in red,
Yeah.
The
Yep.
date window is outlined in red, and when I look at the actual Galaxy, it gives off a red tint in my vision. I don't know what it is, and there's no red to it. It's silver and blue. There's no red pieces of crystal in there.
You know what I like too? When you pop that friction clasp and then you have to press the button, dual deployment clasp on it. That's so hard to me, man. Like that is, man, just look at that dial, man. Ooh. That is so hard. And he just showed you and this thing is all brushed, man. This thing is all brushed.
You know, it's a big watch. I do like everything about it.
It's a big watch, bro. This is a big watch.
I said it before. I mean, we all know, I don't have it yet, but that clasp bump. I mean, again, it doesn't hit. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's big, but you could bend your wrist. You're not going to feel uncomfortable with it. You know, when we get down to the final review, I'll give you my score on it, obviously, but everything about it, the nice case back in the back, you know, it's sweet. It really is.
Okay. All right. So I like, legibility is real big, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, by watching other watch collectors, or not watch collectors, but other YouTubers, when they talk about alignment, I've seen them talk about different watches. When that second hand going around, it doesn't align up. And I was like, if you look at it, like really look at it, it lines up perfect. Mm-hmm. It's perfect watch. I think the watch is pretty solid, man. And then,
it is.
You have K1 crystal in here. Now, I know Wing deals with, he messes with sapphire and was that AR coating and stuff like that. I don't think this one was just a K1 crystal, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Right. And you got that on front and back.
What's up, Mr. Rich?
If you don't have a custom rotor, I saw Tommy had one with a blue rotor on it, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah.
The Matador comes with the blue rotor.
I got it. Look.
Matador red.
It just gives me that hunger. I'm like, I want that. I want different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want something completely different.
I mean, because even if nobody else can see it, you know it's there, and that's the purpose of it.
Right.
I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm going to go down the Invicta road where I got to get sets of 2 or 3. My only goal with Aragon is automatics. That's my only thing I'm keeping on a level plane. I just want all automatics for my Aragons. I don't know why. It's just I don't need more batteries to change, I guess. But sure. I want to keep. You know what I mean? I want to keep it in line. Like I'm not going to buy sets of, if they have Magnum, whatever. I'm not going to buy sets of it. So that's my goal with Aragon. I mean, I said 5. I mean, be realistic. I know that's not going to happen. Unlike trapping his 8. I mean, that's unrealistic. It's probably not going to happen. But again, oh please, that's another show. But I mean, look, are we going to get in trouble if we buy 6, 7, 8, 9? No. So, no,
because they're for the most part very affordable.
They are. Yeah, they are.
But hey, Cliff said 5 means 15. John Gangy's up in the building.
What's up, John?
What's up, Hemi?
Sorry about that, John.
Drayson in the building.
Yeah, 5 does probably mean 15, Cliff. You're probably right.
But hey, that's all right with that,
Yeah. I mean, look, I got an empty 15 slot. I mean, it's just sitting there, poor thing. It's empty. There's nothing in it. You know what I mean? You got to show it some love.
Yeah. Now, I have a question. And it's something I've never addressed.
Watch boxes.
With this watch, and seeing that you guys have the same watch, if you were to go on a cruise or a vacation and you took 10 watches, unlimited, that's all you can take is 10 watches with you to make room for what you're doing, would this be in your lineup?
Probably. I mean, for me, probably. I mean, now, see, it's different for me because my vacations, 9 out of 10 times, are Disney vacations. So I will break out my Disney pieces specifically. It could be Star Wars, because so that's me. I mean, but if I'm going on a cruise, when I did go on our Disney cruise, I did bring my Invictus for the nighttime to go out, dinner and stuff like that. So I would bring at least one. At least one.
Okay. What
You know,
about you, Kyle?
I like that question because as I sit here and think about it, I'm like, man, this is a big watch. Would it, but it's comfortable to wear all day. And I mean, I've got some other watches that are big like that Green Diver that you've got, Trap, with the Salida 500 in it.
See it right there. Watch.
And I wear it all day. So this would definitely make it in a watch lineup.
Down in the comment section, somebody called Vic out when they said, "Yo,
come on,
you had 10 magnets."
You might be right, but you know, he'd have to come on a trip to see.
I will tell you this.
Funny.
In my humble opinion, I feel like this is one that I would have to bring because how this thing shines under nightlight. And I know if I went on a cruise, you go in that club and you dancing and stuff like that, I would love to see what this watch looks like under that nightlight. Especially with, you know, y'all know me, I'm gonna have to buy a hat with it, something that shimmers and shines. If I can find a Bulls hat that do the shimmery, I'm gonna have to go all out. You know what I'm saying? Like shoes and everything.
Did you get a good look at it outside in the sun?
Oh, thank you, Vic. Thank you.
Much better than artificial light.
If you don't have this watch, I guarantee you take this thing out on a sunny day, that light is hitting it and it's flinging light everywhere.
Completely different looking watch.
What it reminds me of is sandstone. When I'm driving in that actual sunlight is hitting it and it's making it sparkle on the roof of my car. Just like the sandstone does. It's beautiful.
I mean, I wore it to work when I first got it, like I usually do with my new stuff. And it was insane. And when I went outside in the light, I looked at it, the shade of blue changed. The dye was amazing. And you know, I just stand there looking at it. People passing by, I say, what's this guy doing? Looking at his wrist. You know, they must have, because I just stand there and just look at it because I'm amazed on what the sun does to it. And it does it with Invictus too. I mean, but for some reason, when it hits this dial, it's insane. Because the Diablo Trap, I don't know if you noticed the Diablo that we have, Master Calendar, when the sun hits that blue, it goes to a different blue. People think I'm nuts.
It do.
People think I'm nuts. Like, how's it? I'm like, to me, it changes color when you're outside with it. So, you know, I love that. I love that when you wear a watch and you get different elements. Because, you know, for the most part, like me and Kyle, we're inside. You know, we got artificial light. We don't, you know, so when the light hits it different, it's a nice different look.
Yeah, I like that, bro. Let's see.
DK, what's good, man? Hemi, what's up?
I'm getting about 19 millimeters thick.
Ooh.
So.
Yeah, it is thick. It's a thick watch. What's up, Sinukan? DK's in the building. What's going on, brother?
About 22 mil on the bracelet.
22 on the bracelet?
Give or take.
Now, some people, have you guys altered your watches? Any of your watches? Like, would you consider putting this on any other type of bracelet, or like a strap, maybe some NATO? Would you consider
putting it on a mesh bracelet if I could get one from Aragon?
Me,
I think that might kind of lighten it up a little bit. You know, if your complaint was that the heft of the watch, I think putting it on a NATO strap or a mesh bracelet would definitely relieve some of that weight.
Yeah. I mean, for me, because I'm just, you know, I can't see, and the only thing I could probably easily change out, I know I keep showing this watch, but I'm wearing it today. If I wanted to change this to a black, you know, bracelet, the magnums are pretty easy because I just got the two screws here. This pops off. It's just pretty much an easy thing. And that's what I plan to do when my silicone straps go on my magnums. I'm going to change it whatever bracelet color I can get. But I wouldn't alter it. I mean, I like things as they are. You know, I mean, if they come with extra straps, like some of the Invictus do, that's one thing. But I kind of like to leave it to the original.
Right.
Okay. I was just comparing. It's not as heavy as a Mac. I mean, it's in the ballpark. So this one's 300, like that right there, 384 grams. So this is 80 grams heavier.
That's the Zeus, right?
Yeah. but it's still in that ballpark of over 300 grams. So, y'all, if you don't have the watch and you considering it, it's a hefty watch. I promise you don't know what's on your wrist. However, I mean, you know what? I think for me, because I have a few other, matter of fact, I had that E-Guard piece the other day, right? I put that thing on, and it's so lightweight. I'm gonna tell y'all how light this thing is. 90 grams. It's 90 grams. In
Wow.
comparison to this, it is. I mean, you can tell the difference in wearing one of these watches. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's an Invicta or Aragon because they're stout. And
heavy watch.
I'm like Tommy, man. You know, Tommy said the same thing. He said that, you know, I like having that heft that, you know, because I kind of relate the weight of a watch to quality. I've always been like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is a decent sized watch. Because I got some cheap steel watches it don't say stainless steel. They say alloy. And yeah, I have a few of those, you know, and I used to buy watches like at the flea market, gas station, or you know, like in the middle, that little section in the middle of the mall. They have all of that jewelry that you don't know if it's real or not. I bought watches from them. Like, bro, I have.
Yeah.
And I bought one that had Michael Jordan's number in it. And I was like, oh, man, let me get this watch. And it had a bunch of crystals, man. A bunch of crystals, paved all on the inside of it. I wore that watch for maybe 4 days, and the crown fell out. And then I looked down at the dial, and some of the crystals, they wasn't set. So they just bouncing around in the thing. I was like, wow, I just paid $40 for this junk. You know what I'm saying? Like, then I got rid of that watch when I started doing this channel, man. I broke it open and looked at the movement, and the movement online on I forgot their website. It was like a $2 movement, like some little cheap Chinese movement. Got me an announcement that he'll be in Times Square. Yeah, I'll make that announcement before we get out of here too. Again,
Yeah. It's gonna be a fun
I
weekend.
appreciate it. Yeah.
How much are you charging these fans for a meet and greet 2 days 2 days early there, Trav, when you're in New York?
Yeah, man, come on, bro.
Well, I know one spot. I know one spot he's going to be at for sure. We already know.
Bro, we got listen. The meals, and see, that's the thing too. Is I want when people come out to this event, man. I just want, like, that's the one thing that I love after an event is everybody get to sit down and have a meal. Because I know when we went out to Delaware, some of us went out and had dinner. I forgot was it Bahama Breeze? I think it was Bahama Breeze.
Yeah, Bahama something. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, we went out there and had a great time, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
NYC in the building. Jay Moore, what's going on? I got my first Oyster Perpetual 41 millimeter green dial. Gorgeous. Woo! Oyster Perpetual. I tell you what, I'm a fan. And now let me ask you: is that the same one with the green dial? Is it feathered? Does it looks like leaves or something on it? Is that the same one? Should meet up at the super authentic New York pizza joint. Sombrero.
You're being
man,
funny.
I heard that. Man, that pizza. Come on, bro. That's college pizza.
You're being funny.
So have airplane tickets gone up with fuel prices going up, or is that just?
No, airfare's going up, man, because we got something going on, and I got a destination wedding, and airfare is out of control, man. I haven't done it yet, but it's out of control.
I feel you there, Hemi. I feel you there, man.
Hey, Hemi, like, man, if I can't carry, I can't come. Man, I feel you, bro. I feel you. But
we're gonna hit up some spots. Anyway, we're getting off topic, but
no, you know what?
We're gonna hit some spots.
This is part of it. I mean, because we talk all things like around watches each other and stuff like that, man. Because I do think that this is a pretty decent piece to have. It's something different that I have in my collection. That's just like this anti-gravity I got. And I will give Aragon, you know what I'm saying, an A+ on just coming out with something different. And not saying that Invicta's not a slouch in that department. I'm just blown away though, the quality of this watch, man. The way it's fit and feel, no hollow links, which is real big with me. And then you do have a micro adjustment on that for those that, if you're curious, you do have
Yeah.
micro adjustment.
Right. And on the Matador, it's the slide, like the Hydromax.
It's a slide. Yeah, I got to get one of those, man.
That's another watch that when you're indoors, the red looks like more like a burgundy, and when you pop it outside, the red just is fire. Really, just fire. So 2 for 2,
Okay,
man.
so
I don't know what my third one's going to be, but 2 for 2. Janet said it's a winner, so
it's a winner. Now I did ask if you guys would make any any changes. So is there anything that you would add to this watch or take away?
Me, I would. Kyle, you can go first. I've been going. You can go first, Kyle.
Well, I would like to add that the gliding clasp on there. That would be a nice touch. Obviously this stamped clasp is some money saver on their end. It is what it is. But I'd be willing to pay the extra few bucks to have that upgrade.
Yeah.
Other than that, I like the watch for what it is.
Okay. What about you, Vic?
Yeah, I mean, I guess exactly the same. I mean, look, you know me, I don't let anything stop me with the watch. I mean, this one obviously Janet got from me, but I mean, I would change this out as well. I mean, again, it's underneath. It's on. No one knows about it but you. I would prefer the slide adjustment.
Right.
I mean, you do get 3 if you need to do 3.
Right.
But other than that, and the date window, other than that, I have absolutely no complaints with this watch. Absolutely none. And then when we get to the review number, that'll obviously come to play. But again, for Invicta collectors, if you feel guilty about maybe straying away, this is the closest. Right, this is the closest thing you're gonna get to having an Invicta on your wrist as far as the feel, the kind of look. So that's my opinion on it. I love the watch. I just love the watch. Wish I could wear it more.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hard one. So okay, I'm glad you said that too, because how often you think you'll get back to this watch? And before any one of you guys answer that, for everybody that's watching this video right now or watching this live, or if you're catching this on replay, both of these guys on the panel, including myself, we got more than 10 watches in our collection. Let's just say that. We're not gonna put a number on it, but just say we got enough watches to where we don't have to buy another watch ever, period. We don't need another watch.
Right.
However, with that being said, if you are like us and you have multiple watches, I'm gonna ask you guys, because this is a part of the review. How often, let's say in a 6-month period, do you think you will put this watch on?
When did you buy this? For Christmas or for my birthday? Just trying to get a time frame on how long I've had it. May have been around my birthday or Christmas. So let's say November to December. So I've had it for, let's just say, 4 months, and I've probably worn it a half a dozen times.
Okay.
But I do have more than 10 watches, so I like 10. And now that's full days. I have come home and swapped it out in the evening, put it on, worn it for half a day at home. So
right. Okay, so that's like the honeymoon phase. And Jay Moore, no, this isn't really like this particular. My model, like our models, are actually sold out on Aragon. They do have a model available right now. It's not this one. It's actually a 45mm version of this one. And that one, actually, I want to say that one has a mill clasp on it, and it costs more. So that one is available. This is just something that our wives just purchased for us. The other one sold out. Which I thought was pretty dope. The fact that all 3 of us got to watch the same way, and the fact that we got the different, like, they only came out. Yeah, so I got silver, He got black, Cal got black, and Vic got blue. Which I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
come on, man.
It's
Go
crazy.
figure.
You couldn't have scripted it better.
No.
Like,
All
that's why I
gifted
said we
from
had
our
to do
wives, right? All gifted from our wonderful wives. All three different. All three the same watch, but different. I mean, there was no planning. There was no, calling each other up and the wives discussing, let's get this. I mean, that
Right.
was it just happened to be. As far as me wearing it, I got this 2 weeks ago, maybe 2.5 weeks ago. I've already worn it 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
Now, I wear my watch of the day, and it stays on my wrist, the watch of the day, pretty much all day. I come home.
Right.
It's just too nice. Even if I don't go out with it, so I don't know if that counts. I'm wearing it. If it's not seen, does it count? But I did pop it on and trap, because I called you and tell you about it. I did, as soon as I took out of the shower, this was on the wrist for a couple days. So, I mean, I'll probably, in a 6-month time, I'll probably wear it 10 times maybe.
Okay.
Okay. Even if it's just a nighttime thing or just a change, or Saturday I wear whatever to work, and then I go, we're gonna go out to Burger Bar or wherever. I might pop it on, change it up.
Okay. You know what?
Something.
Since I've had it, I've worn this a dozen times already, and I've had mine for at least a month now, I think. This is one that I came home and took off my watch of the day and put this one on. And just my personal opinion, I do feel like, I was doing this during COVID. We weren't going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were stuck in the house and we were scared to go out. We was ordering stuff to have come to the house. So there was no point for me to wear a watch. But I changed, Vic could tell you, I changed my watch out 3 times a day because I could. And
Yeah,
somebody
good.
just said that. I think Cliff said that. He was like, oh, yeah,
That's right.
just because I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I enjoy it. That's
Right.
the biggest thing, is because I enjoy my watches. I enjoy every last one of them.
Yeah.
Else I wouldn't have them in my collection. What's going on? James Bay in the building. What's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. We're talking watches. We're reviewing it. You got perspectives of 3 guys on the panel. We got the same watch, so to speak. We just got different bezels. We all acquired our watches the same way. Our wives got it for us. And we enjoying it, just being collectors. So we're just doing a review as to how they feel about this watch.
Feels great. I mean, it feels great.
Crown. The crown. I'm talking about it's easy. Look at the crown, man. Like, it's
Right.
easy. And then here's the other thing. That actually glows.
Right. Now, do you guys agree with the crown being big? It really doesn't interfere with the back of the wrist? Do you guys agree with that?
It don't bother me. If you listen, we all worn Invicta. So everybody that got that Invicta bump on their wrist from other watches.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I got this back on, and the crown is big. So I mean, I do hit sooner when I go like this with this watch. So that's a good.
I'm gonna show you guys a watch that is anybody that owns this watch, the Sabako Noma 7, that crown bites. That crown bites. I'm telling you. It's a beautiful watch. I think the design on it is amazing, but that watch got bite on it. That's one that I have. You don't have that one? I think it's a beautiful one, bro. Like, I'm gonna do a full review on that one too.
I don't have 7 yet.
Yeah, I'll do a full review, bro. Like, real talk. I'm gonna do a full review on that one. But I just feel like that watch, if you don't have it adjusted to the point where it don't slide up and down, you'll be good. But if you got it to where it's kind of loose, like how I like to wear mine in the summer, oh, she's smacking. Look, that dragon bite for real. Like that thing.
It does.
I guess what they say with ladies, beauty is pain, because the watch is phenomenal. I mean, the design is crazy.
Love it.
I just think it's a lot going on that watch.
And we got a story, and we got a story with that one too, me and you.
Bruh.
Right. A lot of stories.
I'm talking about, I'm so glad we waited, bro. Like, it was crazy.
Waited, gotta hit
big watches. The bigger, the better for me. You like big watches? Look, I tell you what, if you like big watches, this is one that I recommend. And you don't have to get the graffiti version of it, but I like this just because of the cabling. And this is a watch that I feel like Invicta, when they made it, they said, hey, look, the rest of the watch world, it has a dive style to it. So technically you could say this is a dive watch too, but it's look how thick this sucker is. It's just a big watch, you know what I'm saying, for no reason. And Invicta said, I can do it just because I can. You know what I'm saying? I like the, you know, I'm going to give you guys bigger watches, which before we get into the review, I just want to drop this. And this is going to be a part of the conversation we have, is I've heard my fair share of some of the big time YouTubers talk about, you know, these watches are either going out of style or they're not needed. But then I hear him say it this other and out the same mouth, whatever gets you into collecting, because horology ain't dead. I guess the same way they say rap ain't dead, hip hop ain't dead. Horology isn't dead because they feel that people are going to the Apple Watch. I mean, shoot, was that Invicta just created a case, bracelet and case for your Apple Watch.
I think they're putting it out tonight.
Yeah,
tonight,
so
8 o'clock. I'm anxious to see what they're going to charge for an empty case.
Well, they're listing at like $500, $429.
$499, which I might as well say 500. But
so you're gonna pay a couple $100 for not a watch.
A shell of a watch.
That's another story for another day. Another show.
If you're into smartwatches, you're into Apple Watches, and you need something to protect that watch, then hey, so be it. You know,
right.
Hate the way Venom sit on the wrist. Hey,
I'm with
that's
you.
why
There.
I can only wear a strap, Venom. I can't wear the bracelet. And I like the Venoms, and I'm like, man, that's a collection I think is slept on too. I wish they would have adjusted the lug system a little bit, man. That'd have just been.
I wore my Venom Hybrid today, and that thing wears beautifully.
Yeah.
But a regular Venom with those lugs that are so tapered, I can only wear it on a bracelet. I can't wear it on anything else.
Okay. All right. So, is there anything you guys want to add to this watch that I didn't cover? Anything that you wanted to just add to, either take away or add, or how you feel overall?
I would change that 35 NH35 to an NH36 because I really love the day-date complication. I really do.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess same, really. I mean, exception of one or two things, I don't have any complaint with this watch at all.
No, and I'm not complaining. I'm just saying if I could build this watch to my exact specifications, that would be. I mean,
yeah, I like that too. I got a few NH36 days. I would say yeah.
Okay. So, Vic, I'm gonna start with you.
Yes, sir.
Five flames being the highest. 5 flames being the highest.
5 being the high.
Well, how many flames? One out of 5, bro. How many flames did you give?
Yeah, I'm giving this 4 out of 5 simply because, like you, I got screwed up eyes. Very hard to see that date. I wish that was a little bit bigger. And then just the clasp. I mean, again, it's minor at that. It's very minor. You can even say 4.5 out of 5. Let's go with that. Let's go with 4.5 out of 5 because, as anyone knows, a bar stool and one bite, everyone knows the rules. Even numbers are rookie scores. So I'm going to go 4.5 on this beautiful watch. 4.5 flame review for me.
Okay, cool. So what you say, Kyle?
Well, I wrote it down earlier, but it's the same thing. 4.5. That's what I gave it. I knew you'd ask. I wanted to have it ready, and that's what I give it. I don't have a lot of complaints about that watch.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I agree.
I tell you what, that was my thought process. 4.5 across the board. The watch is a phenomenal watch. It is heavy watch, and I'm not afraid of a heavy watch at all. I think the dial itself is amazing. It's different. it takes sandstone and just puts it on steroids. You know what I'm saying? It puts you in
Mhm.
a whole different ballpark.
I
I
like
will
that.
say the price range of it is amazing. You can't get it right now unless you get the 45 millimeter in like the price. I wouldn't pay $200 for the 45 millimeter. I was spraying for this one. I like it because it's more dial. However, y'all know how I feel about those clasps. At the end of the day, and I do have a few Aragons with this type of clasp. I understand you can close it, you don't see it. But I bought it for me and I want to see that.
Who's a DC?
What she say?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it's
a
a
nice
nice
watch
watch because
because
I
I
bought
bought
it.
it.
Of course, of course. So I would say, a 4.5, I think that is an accurate rating for this watch. And it is something that if you can get it, I would definitely say, buy it. However, if anybody from Aragon sees this, that's one thing that I'll ask that you do is NH36, change the date, because that's the other thing. I'm like, crap, I gotta like really look down in the date. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's
I
tough.
can't. I
It's
don't have my
tough.
glasses. You know what I'm saying? So with that date on there, with that dial NH36, you put the milk clasp on it. I'm perfectly fine with that, man. I mean, even if you want to get funky with it and change the dial. I mean, not the dial, but the bracelet. If you want to put a different bracelet on it, you know what I'm saying? I think that'd be dope. But yeah, that's my verdict, man. 4.5. It's a watch that you definitely should have in your collection. Hands
Yeah.
down.
But
Hands
now
down.
that you say that, could they change the dial? Could they make that blue crystal green?
I'm sure they could, Kyle.
Make that blue
I'm
crystal
pretty
different color to put with the
okay.
silver.
Okay, so let me say this. The other day, no, this is last week. Kendi asked a question on Shop HQ. She said, if you could see anything different, what would you like to see? What would you like to have? And hold on, who's this coming in here?
What's up,
Hey,
Jesus?
Jules, Patrice,
Hey,
man, what's
Zeus.
going on?
Hey, Zeus said, yo.
No.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Hey,
Zeus,
he
man.
came in for real, for real. Um, I had told him, I said, I would love to see a diver style watch, a pro diver, with the sandstone in green versus the regular sandstone that we know. And she asked Ryan, is that possible? And he said, I don't know. I'll take it to Dustin or whoever he's talking to. But I went online and saw that there's actual material there's a green sandstone.
Oh
There's
wow.
actual green sandstone. And I would love to see that in a watch, something different, because that's the one thing I will give hands down. I will say this. I'll give Aragon and Invicta a straight 5 flame on bringing out some very unique dials and not being afraid to
To
do
try new
this stuff.
things.
Like,
Right.
dude. And
But isn't it right?
again,
But
I mean, Invictus put pot leaves on their dials. They've made dials out of tobacco leaves.
right.
They made
So,
dials out of
so
soda cans.
but isn't that what drawn us to? I mean, that's what drew me.
yeah.
It was
Yeah, exactly.
the dial design again. That's where we got into that topic a couple months ago, where movement wasn't going to stop me from. I mean, if this was a quartz, would it make it any different? Probably not. I still would love to watch.
Right.
To me, it's all about the look. It's all about the look on the wrist. It's all about looking. You know what I mean? So Trap. I mean, look. That's what we loved about. That's what we loved about Invicta.
Let me show you something. This right here has a VD movement in it. And guess what? I absolutely love this watch. This, and there's another one I have in there, a specialty. The first 2 Invictas I've ever owned. These are 2 that my wife bought me. The strap, this was actually a Sea Spider, but it's still a
Is it
dive style watch. It looks like a pro
right?
dive, but I got a custom strap. Scrap straps fix me up with this one, and it matches. Now, I don't care about the quartz movement in it. I think it's a dope watch, and I wear this thing. I bring this every cruise. This watch comes with me on every cruise because it just reminds me of what got me started. Like we say, it started with a watch. This is a constant reminder of the relationships that I've built with people. Started with these watches, man. From shop, even Bulldog. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bulldog for what I'm saying. Like, let me come on there was a
Right.
few weeks back. But
Yeah.
as far as these watches concerned, what we want to do, and I believe these other guys agree with me. We want to give you the best options possible before you go out and spend your hard-earned money, especially now with gas prices being as high as they are. If you are if you like me, I don't want to get up just to breathe. I'm thankful for breath, but I don't want to get up just to breathe. I want to get up and enjoy life, do what I have to do, and if I have some extra scratch to buy a watch or buy some shoes or something like that, then I want to make the best possible choice. You know what I'm saying? So I know our wives bought them, but I'm pretty sure that like we see Tommy's a big influencer out here, bro. Like I'm not even gonna say enabler at this point because we all help each other. You
Oh, we
know,
do.
Kyle, how many times you done sent me like, hey, Trap, do you see the sale? Kyle will send me information like, yo, I don't know if you've been tracking, but you know, here's some info. I'm like, oh crap, like, oh man, you know. Matter of fact, me and Kyle gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, bro, you got to come back up so we can do it. I can't move forward with this review until I get you back up.
Hey,
I just can't. And then Janet.
there you go. There you go, Janet. You're on next.
What?
No, not today. When they do the flame review of the brand driver, she's like, today here.
No, we
So
we gonna.
hey,
What's
look,
up,
she's
Fat?
in. She's in. If you wanted to be in, she's in.
Good.
Okay, yeah. I just want to do that, man. And I'm gonna say this. I know this is on a side note. I don't know how true it is, but there has been some buzz talking about Invictus planning a cruise. I ain't heard nothing at all. I know Meet and I got a cruise coming up next year, but I heard that Invicta is possibly doing a cruise next year. It's been 2 years, and if this is for real, all I'm gonna tell you is this: if
It's gonna
you are a
happen.
collector of Invicta, if you just got started, be smart with how you buy your next pieces. Because if you are one that I want to do an expo, get some stuff that you know you may. And I'm telling you this, you're gonna have to go down that rabbit hole a little bit. You may not have to. You may not want to buy from shop. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to buy one of those pieces that Invicta created, 2008, if you can find it at a decent price. However, Shop has had some watches as of lately that and you got to put that. It has to be in your collection. That's all I'm gonna tell. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know how y'all feel about diamond pieces and stuff like that, but I think those are nice ads if you can get one at a decent price. I mean, I think they just pulled out a carat and a half, or 1.3 carats, like for $800 a few days ago.
Well, I'll tell you what. This watch right here was about $570. The Shack X-Wing.
Yeah.
They dropped them to $348, and there's a 20% off coupon out there right now.
Whoa! What? What did you just say?
These gas prices, the ticket's going to be high.
For real?
$350 on Chop.
The Shack X
How
went
much
down
are the
to
cruises?
$350.
So the last cruise we went on,
Yes, sir, Vic.
I want to say it was like $550 per person. So, you know, the first cruise we went on, it was like $4 something. So we saw elevation in price from 2018 all up to 2020. And I think the first cruise was more than the second cruise. And then that third cruise was more than the first one. But it's still not terribly bad, you know. I spent $2,200 with me and my whole family went with us. You know what I'm saying? So we spent $2,200 for me, wifey, kids. So yeah, it's not terribly bad. And you can always the value paid. That's the thing. Is as soon as Invicta announces this cruise, what they do is they let previous cruisers, they call them first. So they give you opportunity to put your money down, and all you're doing is putting money down and you're paying over the next 6 months. So if you want like Oceanside or something like that, go ahead and get it. If you have to have a balcony, I mean, get it. I wouldn't. I don't spend money on balconies because
I'll sleep on the deck.
Right. Guess what?
Well, correct, because you're not going to be in your room. Look,
That's
it's
what
nice
I'm saying.
Look, we've been on 11.
Never. What'd you say, bro?
Yeah, sorry to cut you off. I mean, we've been on 11 cruises, and we've had 3 or 4 with verandas. Let me tell you something. They are nice if, you know, because you only get ready one at a time. So as one person's getting ready, you know, I usually go out, you know, because it's beautiful to be out there, but we're going to be with everybody. You're not going to be in that room. So for me, a veranda, you know what I mean? I'd rather just get an inside stateroom because We're going to be in there to go to the bathroom, shower, whatever do we got to do. A couple hours sleep, because I know I'm not going to be sleeping. You know?
Right.
Yeah. What's the code for today? Or is it over?
Well, it is WoW Invicta 20. It's for the sweepstakes code. So I don't know if it's going to be different because it's through my account for signing up for the sweepstakes every day.
I think that's what it is, Kyle. I think that's what it is for me too.
That's it. Yeah, because I got the same code.
Justin put it out and was like, well, because I think he just didn't want people spreading the code out. He was like, well, it might be different. It might not work for your account if somebody else has it, but it's WoW Invicta 20.
Hey, he said, hey, bro, Cliff, come on out. Look, man, if you got to come, bro. You got to come because, look, here's the deal. We opted for the stateroom because I know what happens on an Invicta cruise, man. We come into an Invicta cruise and there's events from the time, okay, as soon as they do the Bon Voyage, everybody's sitting outside on the Lido deck. You got people on the 10th floor looking down at the Lido deck, and they're in all white, and they're saying, you know, what's in store. They're like, hey, we got games, we got this, we got that. But you get an itinerary prior to that. You know what I'm saying? And all I can tell you is this. Once they say Bon Voyage, they say, okay, guys, we'll see you. They come down, and most people want to go out and meet Kendi and Ryan because they coming off the stage, and people want to see them because there's a lot of people that's never met them. You know what I'm saying? So they give your time, and they set up, I think, like 2 or 3 times where they do, like if you want to get autographs and stuff, they set up a time for you to take pictures. Oh, man, dude, I'm talking about you don't have time to like do nothing. Like it's event everywhere, man. Like they got the bar hops, they got like games that you can play, and they give away a lot of stuff. AL, say what you will about the man. That dude gives out a lot of watches. And I saw this guy, man, y'all seen it? 2020, that dude gave out 8 freaking graffitis, and I had just bought one.
In 50 slots. 50
slots, bro. So he was giving out all kind of stuff, bro.
I remember watching that. It's going, oh man, my God. Can you imagine being on that shit trying to get that?
Bro, I'm talking about he gave out so many watches. He gave out their survival specialty Superman joint. He gave out a diamond accented piece. I won 3 watches just like by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like wifey got a watch, I got a watch, and I gave one to my my auntie. Like, dude, bruh.
Well, let me ask you a question, Pat. What's your question since you've been on? What's the likelihood for the first timers that are on the Invicta cruise, like probably me for sure, Janet, Kyle? Hopefully Kyle gets there. Kyle, you going right? First cruise?
Man, if they announce a cruise, we're doing everything we can to go.
All right. So for people like us, besides the buying of the watches, which we're going to be,
we're going to do that.
Scroll, crazy. What can we expect? What could you say? Quick, look, that's probably a 3-hour show, but what could we expect on that cruise?
You can expect game shows. You can expect, I guarantee, like, dude, the chance of you winning stuff. I mean, I know people don't do it just to win stuff, but like, you're gonna win something. They have swag bags. They got all their merch. They got everything. You guys are gonna walk away with stuff. So that's why I tell people, if you come, leave room. Don't or at least bring another bag, empty suitcase or halfway empty. You know what I'm saying? Just use that like for, I guess, for dirty clothes or whatever. But what to expect? Good food and to be entertained. There's excursions, pending on weather. There's excursions that you could do. And before you get on the cruise, a lot of times what they do is, and I think Invictaholics throw on this little shindig where everybody come out and they do meet and greets. So you get to meet all the people that you have yet, like, for one, we haven't met Kyle in person. But this is the time where everybody gets to actually see, lay your hands on and hug and all the other stuff. And it's going to be that. People are going to be hugging. They're going to be in your space. They're going to be taking pictures. And yes, I understand COVID, but at that point, I'm telling you, people are just going to be like all over you. Then you guys have been on in the chats, and that's where a lot of that stuff comes from. Your name being in the chat every time gets you this front row of people's attention. You know what I'm saying? So then you get to meet Ryan and all them, and you get to see. You wonder, like, how are they on TV? You know what I'm saying? I wonder how they are in person. And I don't have to co-sign them at all. Kendi, one of my favorite people. You know what I'm saying? That's what, like, if y'all remember, it was about almost a year ago, this YouTuber went on this little rant. It was somebody, I'm not even gonna mention his name, but I used to watch him because he gives great information, but somebody encouraged him to take a stab at QVC, and he included Shop, and he talked about Kendi, right? And I was like, dude, I take that personal because Kendi's like family to me, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, bruh, stick to doing what you're doing and giving us information about watches. Quit trying to, you know what I'm saying, talk about people that collect watches that's lesser than what you collect. I don't like that. You know what I mean? I think that's garbage. That's poor content.
Yeah.
And let me see. James Bay said, mate, it will be my first one. And what else to expect? To walk 50 miles on the cruise. 50
miles. Little sleep, I imagine.
You are, look, when I tell you, so let me give you a rundown of how, like, just typical. You come on there, like I said, you do the bon voyage. And then after that, you look at your pamphlet and see what's next. There may be downstairs in the 4th or 5th floor, they have Shop HQ set up to where you can go down there. If you need battery changes, you can go down and get your batteries changed, get your links. If you bought a watch upstairs and you want to get it sized, you can take it there and they'll size the watch for you. They'll show you watches that's coming out. You get to touch and look. You see all the Invicta jewelry. It is a whole setup. And then you have all the partners. So you have the medical section, you got the clothing, all this other stuff. You have everything that you can buy, right? But then you come back upstairs, you got the alchemy bar. You have the pizza spot in the back of the ship. If it's not the Lido deck, it's the back of the ship. Two, like, the most popular spots that you're gonna go on. But then, like, I'm telling you, Invicta, they do a good job. Well, Rose Tours do a good job keeping you entertained. They had a game show. Well, do you know your spouse? Like, they sit you on stage and y'all got y'all backs turned. Y'all got to answer certain questions. And it's a chance to win prizes. Not always a watch. Sometimes it's dive cases. Sometimes it's the makeup bags for the women and stuff like that. You get stuff in your room. They drop a bag in your room full of stuff that you can, swag bag. It's a personal touch to it, man. It's unlike, because I went on Carnival 2017, the year Invicta started their cruise, and we went to that 2018, completely different. What's going on? MJ in the building. What up, what?
What's up, MJ?
It is a completely different vibe because where I did talk to people, y'all know I talk to anybody, whatever, you know what I mean? But it was the engagement level. Okay, to sum it up, Vic, the engagement level is not, it's unlike, the best way I can tell you.
It's like an event?
I can't even compare an event to it.
Right.
There's nothing to compare to it, bro. Like, the event will get just a taste of it. That's just a taste. An event is amazing, but a cruise is on a whole different level. And I don't even have to gas it up like that, man. I'm telling you, when I went, I was exhausted when I came home. I was exhausted. I was averaging 3 hours of sleep per day that I was on that cruise because I felt like I was going to miss something.
Right.
I was going to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning. I was right back up at 4:30, washing my face, brushing my teeth, going upstairs, get a cup of coffee. And who did I see? Godfather, taking pictures. I'm like, there's always somebody, like, the casino is always jumping 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is so much stuff, and you walk in, you're never bored. You're never bored, ever.
He's talking about something.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it a lot, man.
What Tim said?
It's like
you all have a good night. All right, Rick.
It's going to be a good night, man. Good night. It's going to be a good time. We can't wait. I think it's going to happen, bro. I mean, cruising's back. I had a friend that I call them vloggers friends that just came off a ship, and he said that when he went back, when they first started going, they were capping the amount of people in the adult section of the nightclub. He said this trip it was packed. So now no more mask policy. So I think I think it's going to happen. I mean,
they can't hold out forever unless they just cancel it altogether, which I can't see them doing.
Right. And if they don't do that,
that'd be a bad idea.
If they don't do that, then do something in Florida, in like a land, whatever, in Florida, somewhere where we can all go be with each other in a hotel, whatever. I mean, you know what I mean? Do something like that
Like
if
a
you're
big
staying away.
convention.
Right. Doing conventions, something. Because
I mean, you know what? They were talking about that. We asked for that, a land cruise. I think they should have a cruise in February, and then in August they should have a land cruise where we just like meet up in Florida or Vegas, somewhere where they got, you know what I'm saying, resorts or something like that,
mhm,
and just, you know, have a time.
I think
Like I
so.
honestly believe they should do it twice a year. You know, it's that big. It's that big. You know, and that's where my argument goes for those content creators that say that Invicta's a dying breed or it's not worth doing. And I'm like, do you realize how many people these people? Vic, you told me the number before. I know I keep forgetting. Is it 1,000 people a day that buy Invicta?
Um, they said that over 1,000 Invicta watches get delivered on the hour all over the world.
So
Now,
Every hour.
that's what they said. They said that
So
at per hour, 1,000 Invicta.
watches a day.
That's what they're saying.
hey, think about. But you know what? If you think
They
about
had those
that number,
numbers. They had those numbers. Remember, like behind the wall, if you're watching the live shows from
yeah.
those numbers, those are things being delivered. And you start things flying like that. Those are watches that were actually being delivered.
When you
Okay.
think about how many, I mean, because
There's
you
over
have
2.5 million
Invicta,
customers of Invicta.
yeah. So you got Invicta in South America, you got it in Europe, you got
Mhm.
it here.
Mhm.
So I'm like, that's not far fetched, you know. And just think about how many watches. Okay, so Richard also, he has a lot of watches. He got a number of watches, and I know Godfather, he wasn't buying Invicta like that because I think he would like it. He been buying Invicta since '91. You know what I'm saying? So his collection is strategic. You know what I'm saying? He was taking his time. I think Godfather spent like bought the most watches in these past 2 years than he's ever done previously.
All
But
right.
you have collectors that have 800 watches in their collection. 800. And then Mark Hines, bro. Like Mark Hines spent a whole bunch of money on Invicta pieces. You know what I'm saying? Like he bought like so much. So you think about when Mark Hines came back from that cruise, he had boxes before he went to the cruise, and then he had boxes afterwards. And he was doing it on his Facebook page. He just had this cart, and it was just watches and yellow tags. I was like, yo, he had like 30 watches just on the table. And then he had boxes underneath and stuff in it. He said, I ain't even got to these boxes yet. So that's just one man. You got BJ and Muhammad, like all these people that are buying
Gang,
watches. Who?
Gang,
John,
yeah.
Gang.
John, bruh.
I mean,
got
yesterday Sheldon showed us his room yesterday. He's in Mark Hines level with boxes still have to be open, and he said he had about 80 watches that had to be sized, and that his son helps him. I'm like, dude, man, get on it.
That's
You know?
crazy.
I mean, me.
Love and live show was going
What's up?
down.
What's
What's
up?
happening?
I mean, me and probably most of us that's watching this and on this panel. The minute the watch comes in, I size it. I size it right away. Now let's talk about that real quick with this one. How easy was it to size this one?
Oh, that was
pins,
another thing, bro. Like
those
tap, tap,
pins
tap,
popped out.
done.
Tap
Yeah,
two
I
tap.
had no problem.
No problem. Even the other one I had, no problems popping that out. I did Janet's Grand Diver. Man, I was punching. Finally got him out, but it's just like this came out like butter when I did this.
So I feel like this though. You all have a good night. Oh, that was old. My bad.
Yeah, Cliff, I hear you.
I look at it like this, man. I definitely, I set up a time for, us to come back on and, do the purple divers and stuff like that. Me and Vic, we got a battle coming up. We'll nail that date down, the exact date, because Vic has got a birthday coming up. So, you know what I'm saying? We want to celebrate life for him.
1 week from today.
Yes,
What'd you
sir.
say?
1 week from today for all y'all that don't know.
Yep.
Yep.
1 week from today. The other thing too, for those that if you just got here, we are going to New York on the 23rd of April. We'll be Times Square downtown, and we are having a battle. You know what I'm saying? And it may be a live battle. I'm still working on details, and if I can get one of the screens to promote it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that'd be so dope on Times Square, having one of them screens that people like, yo, what's that up there? You know what I'm saying? And like, they can just come straight to the Invicta store and see how we work. You know, the other thing, we are launching April 1st. We have a philanthropy button that we're gonna do. So memberships are coming, and this membership is going to be a 3-tier membership. And what we want to do is we want to help people with education. We want to help with sickle cell and cancer. I'm trying to tackle all three, and I'm working with people here in my state with stuff. You know what I'm saying? I want to get like people that need insured, women that need wigs and stuff like that. We're going to be doing that. I'm going to be putting up some watches for this. I'm going to be selling some of my watches, you know, letting people bid on watches to like kind of kick this off. My goal, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I want to raise $10,000 this year. I did 56 or like about $5,600 for cancer last year, and I want to raise about 10,000 by December 31st. That's my goal. So we're going to get cracking on that. And the money that I get coming into the channel, what you'll get is like, you'll get to see the updates. You'll see where the money's going. So if you become a part of the membership, you'll see exactly where the money's going. You'll get exclusive content. You'll get to do interviews if you like. If you become a member, you will, hey, there's a fund that I wanted, like I'm looking at this company, come up, talk about it, and I'll take money out of that account and send it straight to them. So
you're talking like a Patreon trap?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. We're gonna add that, man, because let's just say this. I know I talked to some people behind the scenes, and you know, I know people like, yo, Trap, you need to start your memberships up. And I get it. I appreciate the people that's been like really supporting me, man, and standing behind me. I do. Man, when I say that, so that's why I got so much love for these guys on the panel, because this isn't just about watches. It started with a watch, but like it became something more. You know what I'm saying? I've never met Kyle in person, but I got his phone number. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a fake relationship, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing fake about it, man. I met Vic, man, and the crazy thing was the hug we gave each other, man, when we finally met. And you know, and his lovely wife, Janet, man, she's awesome woman. But you know, I get to talk and see people. You know, I still go back over some of my old videos, man, and I'm gonna tell you one that really impacted me when I went on a cruise. Of course, I've talked to Bob a few times before, and when I met his wife, Eileen gave me such a warm welcome, man, dude. I walked away from that, like, y'all know I'm a waterhead, but like, she was like, oh, I came on a cruise, I just had to meet you, and it was just like the embrace. She gave me this hug to like make you feel like, okay, you are loved, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes doing YouTube, y'all, it's not easy. You don't feel, sometimes you don't feel the love, you know what I'm saying? You don't feel the support, but I believe in what I'm doing. I believe that, you know, watches can't change people's perspective. It's funny. Sure watches can change a watch. Think about that. How can a watch, you know what I'm saying, just make you just forget about all the garbage, or at least deal with the garbage? Because I mean, go ahead, bro.
I mean, look, I never met Kyle either, but he's a brother. You know what I mean? I told him, I texted him out a week ago, so it's not a lie. I said, no, I can't wait to hug it out. You and family and everything like that. What this watch has done, it's created something that, you know, we all have a passion for something, right? It could be worse, man, right? It could be worse. You could be in an addiction problem. Now, this is an addiction, but you know what I mean? It's not going to get you sick. It's not going to, you know what I mean? So for that, you're right, man, 100%. I mean, it's just brought all of us together. You know, we went to the Delaware event. I met Fats and Trelise for the first time. Man, we spoke, we hugged it out like we knew each other forever. Then we had dinner at night. You know what I mean?
So dope.
And it was great. So and Janet, dope. You know, Janet said she's a sweet. Janet was talking to them because Janet was on their end, and she said they're sweethearts. You know, so these are people we met for the first time. Yep. Could you imagine if we lived in an area that we were? And I told Trap this a couple weeks ago. We talk every day. Man, if you guys lived up in New York, could you imagine? I mean, me, Jerry, Oso, Mary, we went out for a little thing last Sunday, and it was great. We're going to do it again next Sunday. Not next Sunday, but the 27th. They're coming finally to the Burger Barn. A couple things, Camone's coming. Jerry 50/50. But could you imagine if we lived like in a bubble where we were 2 hours away from each other? It'd be insane.
Look, you look. I'm gonna tell you something. Just to answer, because we had a statement. So a watch battle will go something like this. I'll just give you this real quick. So you get to pick 5 to 7 watches. So if I say 5 watches, you'll come out with whatever you decide you think is good, right? So I'll show my watch. I'll talk about it, give a description, and then Vic will show his watch and give a description, and the next, and then you guys are the judges. So everybody like, okay, they'll score. Like, okay, 1 for me, 2 for Vic. If you pick 2, then we got my wife or somebody else is keeping a tally. And after the end of these rounds, each rounds, like we have intermission and we'll talk about some stuff, and then we'll flip it to where like whoever like that coin toss. It's like playing football. You know what I'm saying? Like you had a coin toss the whole 9, but you're just going head to head on seeing whose watch is better. And at the end of the day, at the end of the battle, both people really win because one person to get a trophy and bragging rights about that, but the other person to get dog tags. So both people will get something for participation, but it's just really moving the culture forward, and you haven't heard about it because technically I was the first person to ever decide to do something like that I know of. Like if somebody else did it before me, I don't know because I've never seen anybody do it. So I just thought that'd be dope to actually do. And it worked. It works out. Camaraderie is like couldn't be stronger. You know what I'm saying? So
yep.
If your son into watches and he want to see it, he can come on the show. If he got some watches that he want to compete against somebody,
right.
You can't.
Doesn't have to be Invicta watches, people.
It don't have to be Invicta watches. And it's time. You know what? I'm telling you, if I could, I would love to have microbrand versus Invicta, or microbrand versus Aragon or something like that, or Rolex versus. If you got if you got 5 Rolexes in your collection, and you going up against anything, if you think you got the watch to go up against it, let's get it. Because one thing I do know, people do know how much Rolexes are, but the crowd that we get on the most part is they're like, what watch look good?
Yeah.
That's you know what I'm saying? Like they want to know like what watch got that heat. So I would say I wouldn't go up against any rappers because like who was that? Fat Joe. He just bought a diamond piece that is just ridiculous. Oh my gosh. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up, just type in Fat Joe watch, his newest watch. He did it on Instagram, and I think it was on Instagram Reels. Oh my gosh. I think that watch is like $4 million.
Dang.
Jeez.
Yeah, that thing is ridiculous.
Jeez.
It's just ice everywhere. So yeah, it's a great thing. But going back to the relationship part and even doing this, we're going to move the channel forward. You know what I'm saying? And I get this question. Let me set this to rest. I still get the question. I don't work for Invicta at all. I don't work for Aragon. I don't work for any watch company, which is pretty decent because I don't have to. If I think the watch is trash, I get to say the watch is trash. You know what I'm saying? Without any repercussion. But I haven't purchased a watch or got a watch that I think was like honestly. If it's not your taste, I think that could be a bit harsh when you say, "Man, this watch is complete garbage." Unless like and I'm gonna pick on Mr. Tom Ford for a second. I read an article that Tom Ford dropped in 2019. I guess he's considered to be the god of like fashion and how watches are supposed to be worn. And he mentioned that, his kids wore watches on both wrists. And that's what he referred to, like, let that stay kid stuff. Guess what? I've seen some people that I respect a lot wear 2 watches. If you want to wear 2 watches, wear that. Tom Ford, you don't get to tell nobody. You may be the people's champ when it comes to fashion, but if you look down or pity me because I wear 2 watches or my watch is too big for you, I don't care. Because I can say this, the watches that Tom Ford makes, they don't appeal to me. Plus, they're expensive. Mm-hmm. Now, I will say that your watches, I'm not going to call your watches garbage or trash, but they're not to my liking. I'm going to be nice. They're not to my liking, and you don't get to dictate to not over here what you think is best to go on my wrist. And that go for any content creator. They're the content creators and your people that like and trust and believe. I pay attention to the comments, y'all. I do. And when the guy, somebody, you know who you are. You just told me that my watches are garbage, and I told you it's a matter of opinion. I think Dale kind of, or either Dale or Cliff said something to the guy. And you got your right to say what you want to. Honestly, you do. You know what I'm saying? I would like to have a decent. I mean, if you want to come up and have a discussion, one, I'm gonna respect you as a man or woman if you have a difference of opinion. I am. If you don't believe that, you ain't been watching my show long enough. Two, if you got enough energy, enough gumption, as my grandmother would say, to come on here and drop a comment saying your watches are trash or what the watches I like are trash, elaborate. Talk to me. Let's have a conversation because I honestly believe you said it to be like combative, but I'm not about to fight with you about what's trash or not because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? These my watches. I pay for every last one of them, except for the ones my brothers blessed me with. And both of these brothers that's on this stage right now has blessed me with some watches. And I stand by that. Even if the rest of the world say your watch is trash, guess what? I got a real relationship with these brothers on here. And the people, I got 9 folks in the building right now. And I got the 9 people that's supposed to be here right now. And I appreciate you. I don't take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? I never have. It's about to be 4 years we've been doing this. Vic, it's about to be 4 years. I've been
bro, right?
on this thing. 4.
Remember those conversations way back when?
Man, hold up. Kimon said it's 188.60 for the Invicta Smart Chassis.
Okay.
Oh wow.
60. All right.
Man,
If you like, if you want to, you want
that with or without diamonds.
But yeah, you know what I mean, bro. I mean, look, I mean, 4 years, man. Congratulations to you, Tamika, for keeping this thing going. And we know it was tough. Look, we've been there from day one with you, bro. And, we had many a conversation. Well, you were ready to toss in your hat. You were ready to throw in a towel.
How many times I told you I was done, bro? How many times I tell you I was done? And then you know what, Kyle, you've been nothing but I'll say you've been a blessing to the channel, bro. And you know the crazy thing is Tiff, I don't know if she's in earshot, but I've had conversations with Kyle and I know what you've been talking about, you guys been talking about. And man, like my heart to yours, I appreciate you so much. You are a sister as far as I'm concerned. And even the people like I wore this shirt on purpose, you know, floss it, you know, he like I know he's watching. He always watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
Yeah.
Man, I just appreciate, you know what I'm saying, Mr. White sitting back behind there. I've had conversations with him before, man, and we had some real heart-to-heart conversations in Invicta 757. Dude, like I don't take nothing for granted, and I don't want a day to go by where people don't think that I appreciate them. I sat down with Fats and Trelise. We had breakfast. You know, we sat down and just had great conversations outside of watches. We just talking and getting to know each other, man. And I absolutely love them, man. Like they are dope people, you know what I'm saying? And anybody, I don't care. Like, you know, like from the Garretts all the way to I go into the Invicta Harlequins, Invicta Cruisers, man. Like when I started doing this, you know what I'm saying? Like Invicta Harlequins was like, yo, whatever you need, man, just let me know. They were telling me ins and outs and stuff like that. And this platform, again, is not easy to navigate. It's not. You know, I don't know. Sometimes I can ask you guys what you'd rather see. If you like, if you want to see more watch reviews, I could do that because this channel is not just me. It's all you guys. I can't do it without you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if I don't have an audience, it's no point.
Right.
I just post on Instagram or TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like, so with that being said,
I definitely want to see what you do more reviews. I always enjoyed your
more
reviews.
Oh, I got you, bro. I got you. Like, Kyle, I'll talk to you offline, man. And you too, Vic. You know, whenever you guys are ready to do this purple in the next week or 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? I'll go around y'all's schedule. You know what I'm saying? So
just give me a heads up. Not give me I'll let Janet know and she'll be ready to roll. She'll be ready to roll. We'll let her be great for a little while on this live thing.
Let her be great.
You know, she might be a little, but she'll be all right when she gets on.
What is the coupon code for today? Was it WOW?
Invicta 20.
WOW Invicta 20. Okay, so I got reviews. You guys want to see more reviews? Do you guys? So I went to a couple of stores shopping. I mean, just window shopping, of course. Um, are you guys wanting to see comparison videos?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll do some comparison videos. I'll go over there. I'll actually because I have my old boss.
Make sure,
I'll go by her shop and see if she's with showing her watches because she got a bunch of stuff in there. You guys can see like
just make sure,
again.
just make sure you can return the watch.
What'd you say, bro?
Just make sure you can return the watch after you compare it.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh
Most
yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got y'all know I got some reviews coming up on some watches I got sitting over here. And then of course the battles will be back. You know what I'm saying? And me and Vic gonna kick the battles off. I guess in about a week or so, or maybe like probably after your birthday, whatever. We'll talk. But that will be on Instagram. We'll do that on Instagram. But I'll tell you one thing that I would like to do again is start having collectors because I don't know what some of you guys have collected in the past 12 months.
Right.
Like have you back up and show me what you working with. Let's do some expos. You guys down with that?
Yeah.
All right. Fats, I need you back on, bro.
Yeah.
I need you back. You and your wife back on the show.
Got some heat.
I want to like Fats. What have you been collecting, man, for the past 12 months? I know you got some stuff over there, man.
Diamonds.
You got to see his collection he brought to Delaware. I'm like, oh my god, he had some heat in that case, man. Something else to look at.
I know. Every time he drops a picture, I got to read the description and see if it's the raffle he's doing.
You know what I'm saying? I want to get Jay Jones up here because Jay Jones been snapping off this past week.
Went crazy. JJ's gone nuts.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so I want to make the show not about me. Definitely want to make it about what you guys like to collect, what you guys like to see. Definitely, if you're gonna spend your money, I'll let you know if it's worth it or not. I do have to give it, like I said, we just did the review on this Aragon piece. I do have to give it to Wing. You killing it, man. The quality on this junk, yeah, this thing is nice. This thing is super nice, bro. I'll give it to you. You know what I'm saying? And if you got here, we gave this a 4.5 flame out of 5. And I'm gonna tell you this: in that one, we did not talk about the score. We did not talk about the score. I already had my score in mind, what I thought it was off jump. I think amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a 5 flame, it's gonna be a 5. But no, there's a few things that there's a few things not too big, but it's still worth going to get if you can find it. Ulysses Hill, what's going on? What's happening, man? Short bus pulled up. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, man.
So. All right, for my new people that just came in, I appreciate you stopping by. We've been on for 1 hour and 38 minutes, and I just want to let you know that my wife and I we'll be traveling to New York to do to host an event at Invicta store in Times Square. At that same event, we're going to be doing a watch battle. So we'll see, just depending on time, and I'm pretty sure we can squeeze 3 battles in. You know what I'm saying, over the course. You know what I'm saying, but we'll get more of the itinerary as we get closer, but just know that most events started between 12 and 1. They go for about 6 or 7 hours, and right after that, if you still got some energy after all of the loud talking, we're going to go and get something to eat, and we all get to hang out together and break bread.
John's best.
Yeah.
That's where we going. John's best.
And for those that just pulled up, I did announce that I will be starting memberships, and the memberships is not just to grow this channel. The memberships is a philanthropy button, and it's basically going to go towards education. It's going to go towards sickle cell and cancer, and not just the research part of it. We're using the money to actually buy stuff for people that's in need. You know what I'm saying? Getting their drinks, women that need wigs, wheelchairs, and stuff like that. Even transportation. You know what I'm saying? Oh, speaking of which, before we start that starts April 1st. I'm going to ask everybody in the chat right now. Y'all know I like to give, right? I'm going to post this out. I'm going to put this out right now. How many of you would donate $25? And this isn't for sickle cell. This is for a watch. How many of you guys would donate $25 to buy a watch for a collector that can't buy a watch for themselves right now? They're not in a position to do it. So there's three of us that's $75. Now this watch, I want to say is like $250 or $299, one of the case. But I'm gonna ask this question again because Tuesday I'll be doing a premiere on a watch review. But I am going to post that. I'm gonna put that out, and I'm gonna ask you to send it to the Cash App versus doing a super chat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Send it to the Cash App because we're going to cash out as soon as we get as much. Once we get our goal, we're going to cash out. We're going to buy the watch and we're going to send it to this collector that I want to give. I want to bless this collector with a watch. If y'all missed it before, when I came in at the beginning of this, I want to do more than just breathe. Yes, be thankful for the breath that you have, but everybody wants something past breathing, you know. And all of us like watches, man. And I'm not trying to take your money. I'm not trying to make you do anything that you don't want to. I'm asking you how many people are willing to do that. A battle? Yes, sir. Come on, we're doing a battle. We are doing a battle in New York. We are doing a battle. And I'm going to see if I can get 3 battles that day. But if not, we will have one main one. I'm actually working with the Invicta stores right now to actually, make sure whoever wins is blessed. You feel me? So, but I haven't got word on that. And just stay tuned. I'm going to, because I know April will be here before you know it. You know what I'm saying? We already halfway through this month. You know what I mean? So, but as far as that's
April
concerned,
23rd.
let me see. I will give him a watch. Huh?
Well, that's cool too.
Hey, Dave, we could talk offline, bro. We could talk offline. I'm with that. If you want to donate a watch to this person, I won't stand in the way. If you don't want to give cash, if you want to donate, because this is for a collector, and this collector is so supportive. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say who it is, but if that person wants to announce who they are, then I'll let them make that decision. But I do want to be a blessing to this person because we are blessed, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I just got blessed with this purple label, man. We just did a review on a watch that our wives went out and got us. And we got it, like I said, we got more than 10 watches in our collection. We do. And I just want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want people to just sit out here and they come and support and look like, man, I wish I can get that. I can't afford it because I have this other expense right now. And I just want to help. That's it. I know it's nothing important like something life-saving, but who knows?
Sometimes
I say a watch can actually change your outlook. What'd you say, bro?
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but sometimes it's just the little things like that that uplift people, and change their outlook on something. So
yeah,
yes, sir, 100%.
It is. I mean,
to be a little bit of light when it gets dark.
How many? And I'll let you guys do the research. Look how many people are committing suicide right now. That's real talk. I'm not saying that watches is gonna save the world, but like I'll say a watch can be a tool or a pair of shoes or a hat or something like that, or a car or a shirt. Some of these things can be tools to help somebody's ego. You know what I'm saying? To help them, not so much the ego, but like help them feel sane or feel loved. You know what I'm saying? So I just want this person to know that we care about that person.
Yeah. I mean, just the joy of
I ain't telling you who it is, but
just the joy of opening it up. I mean, we all still get that feeling, when we open up a new watch coming in, it's just like, the feeling never goes away. So, if you're helping somebody else out that maybe is not in the right spot, that little bit of enjoyment goes a long way.
So Dave said he'll give the watch. So Dave has a great collection. That's dope, bro. You know what? I could tell you, I know the person that we talking about, heart is gonna melt.
Yeah, big time.
The heart is gonna melt, man. Yeah, I'm gonna call. I'm gonna have to call Dave. This person is gonna break in half, man. So yeah, you guys got anything else before we cut up out of here?
Another thing about it was John called me yesterday. We spoke for about an hour, and he had a good idea too about it. And I told him, well, talk with Trap. So you might want to get with him on that too.
Okay, I'll call him.
So we may be able to do this with multiple people.
Okay.
So
Okay, I'm down.
All right.
I'm down. You know, hey, anything to move the needle forward, man. Keep us connected. We need that right now.
Yes, we do.
If it takes a watch to keep us connected, I mean, we've been hearing a lot of Ukraine talk, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of stuff going on, but I'm gonna tell you something. And not to make talk light of that situation, but y'all know how I feel about taking care of home, right? I mean, I can't take care of nothing else if I can't take care of home. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to take care of home, and that's just point. That's how I feel about it. You feel me? So, and all those that's on Facebook, I have an announcement in the morning. It has nothing to do with watches whatsoever. This is a serious topic. Talk to Vic about it. Bro, you know about it. Something like personal, but it's going out on sort of like a testimony. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be factual, giving out some information that's going out. So if you follow me on Facebook under Travis Wiley, you'll see exactly what's going on. And I will answer any questions after that because I'm pretty sure once I drop the information then I will actually come on here and provide that information. I may not drop it on here, but we'll see. We'll see how the Facebook post goes. What's going on, Kay Lamar? Star. I wish I had, hold up. Star. There we go. Yeah, how about some real visual? I got some real visuals over here, boy.
There you do.
Yeah. So yeah, man. That's that, man. Hey, Vic, you got any closing statements, bro?
Closing statements. Look, again, it all goes down to buy what you buy, like what you like. We just reviewed an awesome watch here. Just stay safe, man. Life is what we know it to be. Just love each other, and
that's right.
That's all I got, really. You know me, I'm not much for words when I'm solo, but yeah.
You do all your talking through your heart, man, because you got a big one, you and your wife, man. You guys are always like very supportive, man. I greatly appreciate you guys. Everybody, I love the green hearts. Thank you for dropping those, man. So with that being said, family, until the next time we meet, I hope you guys are safe, man. Stay bundled up if it's still cold in your area. If road rage is an issue, man, go seek counseling. Other than that, y'all be blessed.
Yeah, man. Have a good night.
Oh my gosh.